Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Life in Bunkers. So, man, what do we even do? Babies. That's what we do. We do babies. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot of need to do anything. Which is kind of neat, actually. It's kind of relaxing. Means that, you know, the pressure is gone, and now I can do what I want. Now, we've got 25 days before anything happens. Presumably we leave the bunker. I'd like to expand my farming operation a little bit more, possibly build like a grain, something for grain. Let's take a look. Utilities. How are we doing on water? We're good. Just because, you know, increasing my capacity for grain and otherwise would just help a lot. If I don't have to worry about, food, then we're in a perfect position. But considering I've got, you know, 60 fruit, 30 fish, and a fair amount of the other stuff, I think I'm okay, even without boosting the grain. Where is my grain patch anyway? Oh, here it is. I need farmers. I got a couple of farmers, and people are dying. Whatever. We'll be okay. I really wish you could save your sort information. So, yeah, it looks like we've got plenty of kids. We'll have people aging in, aging out. Shouldn't be a problem. We seem to have plenty of everything, so I'm just going to make another farmer for the time being. Because it does actually look like we're running low on... Really? Vegetables? I guess we made that one recently, so still... It might not be a bad idea for me to knock down some walls here and make a grain patch. Let's get started on that. Might as well expand my farming. Rather have a surplus than a negative, and it's not like I'm going to run out of seeds or anything. So I can do what I want. So let's knock this all down. Let's pause for a second. Let's build some floors. Oops. We want metal. And we want... I'm just going to put a wall back here. I don't feel like filling it in. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this will get finished up. We'll get the, I gotta make sure I get the wall in first. Okay, perfect. And then we can just build the grain patch, and it'll just attach to all the other ones. Problem solved. Okay, I think somebody just grew up. Yep, multiple people. We've got 2 scientists, so I'm just gonna switch them to engineering for the time being. And janitorial. I don't really need to worry about it one way or another, but still. Okay, and let's get the kids a-going again. Because we're gonna have some people aging out fairly soon. And might as well deal with that. Let's see. Diarrhea, whatever. But yeah, now we've got a perfectly functional little farming ecosystem here. Grain patch should work. Might not be a bad idea. Let's see, our fridges for fish are totally stocked. Yeah, I mean, I've got plenty of... I really want to knock that down, so let's not do that. Let's just knock down some more walls. Let's get double fridges for everything. That way we can store all the fish, all the grain, and all the vegetables that I assume we'll be getting at some point. Because getting those done would help. I'm not going to expand out this direction. It looks like it's a large chamber, and losing people to mole men would be, inconvenient, to say the least. Okay. So what else do we need to do? We do probably need to get a new cook. Soonish. I got several. Actually, I only have one. I have several potential cooks. But yeah, the previous ones are starting to die off. Which is totally fine. I do wish that these people wouldn't just keel over in the streets effectively. We're having a fair amount of deaths here, actually. Well, then again, people should generally die in 3s. So I guess it makes sense. Let's see. I do still have a worker, right? Yes, good. Okay. I've only got one, but honestly, I think I only need one. He'll be a busy beaver, but honestly, there's so very little that I'm normally going to be using him for. Why not? Let's just plonk a wall in there. Give the mole men no quarter, because yeah, once we got all these floors set up, we can throw in the freezers, and then we have nothing to worry about again for quite some time. I guess we won't be able to have full capacity for grain or something, but whatever. And I think this should connect to the power lines. So we'll set that to fish. He didn't finish it. Ah! Whatever. There we go. Okay, so we'll set this one to veggies. And I can always throw like another freezer just like elsewhere. More kids. Alright, let's just do 2 this time. I really don't want to push my population too high. Though, I mean, honestly, I've probably got the, yeah, we've maxed out on fruits. Love it how we only have 2 fruit patches, but, like, the output is... Whoa, I didn't even realize this, but fruits are, like, the most space efficient of all of them, because you get 10 fruits per harvest. Damn, alright, whatever. I don't care. I'm just gonna let it run its course. I don't... I mean, I could keep increasing the output, but that seems silly. Need more fridges. Oh, shoot. The condition drops off really fast here. Okay, fine. We'll just switch that to fruit. And we will, in fact, figure out how to fit more fridges in here somewhere. There we go. Why don't we just knock down this whole area? Whatever mole men are trapped over here shouldn't get free from this, and I'll be able to fit at least several more fridges along the way this way. Because getting that taken care of will help. Okay, so we've got some new people, new farmer, new janitor, new researcher. I've still got several engineers, plenty of researchers, plenty of everythings. Cooks. Might not be a bad idea to train a cook in the next batch. So I'm just going to make a dedicated cook. Oh, did somebody get killed? I don't know. Well, one way or another, mole men got out. And normally I'm pretty aggressive about these things, but I was distracted by the limited number of cooks along the way here. Okay, so workers fine. Honestly, we've got a surplus of necessary roles right now, so we're not like in a huge issue. We're not in a huge amount of trouble. Obviously, we're gonna need new cooks. We haven't had one in several, actually like half a dozen cycles, which is kind of impressive. But still, we'll get this. This will be fine. Okay, so we need those fridges, and soon. But the worker is not available. Yeah. I know. I guess I could also just recruit another worker here. I guess I don't need this many janitors. All right, let's boost up our workforce here for a second. I can always switch them back as needed. But yeah, getting this entire area cleaned up so we don't have to worry about mole men will help substantially. Okay. Almost done. There we go. Okay, so let's get storages. Fridge. It's like a walk-in freezer. But yeah, they don't require power, so I can just reliably not worry about these things, really. Okay. So what are we overflowing on? Vegetables. Awesome. We're going to start overflowing no matter what on everything, but still, this will help. Okay, so we'll get some more fruit storage, and probably some more fish storage. Okay, there we go. I can always fit in one more freezer here. Yeah, let's do it. Might as well get it done now. Let's see. So I got some more children. I'll wait until the other one finishes, and then I'll pump out some more. Probably. It's kind of this constant cycle here, but I'm okay with that. Hey, and we got 2 cooks in the latest batch. I'm okay with that. So we'll get another farmer, another janitor, another cook. Because, yeah, one of my cooks is about to age out. Okay. Well, let's have this one be veggies. Okay. Yeah, I think we're set. Lots of fridges. So many fridges. Let's see. It looks like all the tables are set with food. Why don't we actually get one more table here? Guess I could get more than one more table. I'm just kind of expanding things as needed. Should probably also look into getting like a treadmill, maybe. Okay. I have like no sense of proper organization here, but that's okay too. Let's do... We have a dance machine. I don't really need a VR game machine, but I'll just throw it in there, just cause. Yeah, do we need all these things? Hell no. Well, why not? Okay, what is this? The residents are starving. Do you see how many tables full of food that I've just got strewn about here? Like, it's actually comical. Let's see. Our garbage situation might actually be an issue at some point. It might not be a bad idea for me to expand. Make another water pump. We're okay on water, though, honestly. Possibly make another water pump and make another garbage recycler. Because I think the poor thing's getting overloaded here. Okay. So what walls can I knock down to build a garbage recycler? How big is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's a lot of places that I could put it. Just how many of these places do I really want to put it? The feng shui on this base is terrifying. Let's just knock out that section. We'll put it back here. We don't need all these walls. Heck, we never needed the walls in the first place. So it's gonna be concrete floor, probably. But yeah, we can get the, we can get another garbage recycler in here, and then we would never have to worry about going over, assuming that somebody builds that, and we don't just immediately get mole men coming in here and murdering kids. Thank you for building that singular floor. Okay, there we go. I'll just get that set up. Let's see. Do we have the proper cabling for it? Water pipe? Power cable. I guess, yeah, it's going to be connected to the toilet. But it'll be connected to that, and then we have no issues. Beautiful. Now let's check. How many utilities do we have left? Water level's getting a little low, but everything else feels pretty good. So I probably don't have much to worry about here. Alright. Well, I guess we could just sit it on auto. Oh, shoot. Alternatively, can't do that. Gotta make babies. Okay. So now that we're just gonna put out 3 kids a day, I think. For a little while. Also, let's make sure that we're not losing any roles. Yep. We have no active children. So we've got a ton of farmers. Engineers about to start aging out. We've got cooks. Farmers, janitors. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it like that for the time being. Oh, interesting. I'd select to cook for this one person. They actually did get extra roles. Ingvar Shoshan. I selected cook, and they actually did end up with other skills as well. Okay, good. So they don't just immediately get shoehorned into that one singular thing. Not like it matters that much, but still, it's nice. Now, if I was really crazy, I would, like, slowly dig out the walls and replace them with, like, legit walls. But I don't really see the point of that, so I'm not going to. Waiting for planting. It might not be a bad idea to get more farmers here, admittedly. In one of the next batches, I think I'll get another engineer. Because I'm running low on that. I'm actually not really sure if I need all the extra farming. But, again, surplus is important. So I think what I might do for the next... Yeah, actually, for the next couple batches, I'm probably going to pick critical roles for the kids. Just because, I mean, look at how much science I'm sitting on. It's silly. We are up to our ears in science. And we have nothing we can do with it. I really do hope they expand the research trees eventually so you can do some, like, really nonsense stuff. I don't know, like, I guess the world's everybody's oyster here. Look at all those farmers. Like, I think it would be really interesting if there was, like, oh shoot, what would be a good example? Maybe not, like, food synthesizers. Robots would be hilarious. I don't know. I guess it almost does feel like, in a way, that the 50 cycle goal is holding this game back in a little bit. Because, like, honestly, I managed to set everything up in such a way that we have a perfectly sustainable system for a long time. So we'll make these 3 kids. And we'll see if they all are born with 1 role or many. But, oh, that's just retirement. That's fine. I'll set you as a cook. There we go. Okay, so we've still got 2 engineers. We do need scientists. So I'll take you off of engineering and put you on scientist. Okay, so the next couple batches are going to have scientists or whatever in them. That should be fine. But like the 50 cycle time limit effectively holds this game back in a way because you don't have to dream big. Like right now, I've got 17 cycles to go and I'm going to play it safe. There's no reason to expand. In fact, expanding would be dangerous and pointless. You know, I've got... I don't have any more resources coming in, but to be totally fair, I don't need to. Need storage space. Don't think so, but whatever. I don't mind that much. Let's see. Was it complaining that I don't have a single worker? Okay, fine. I'll set you as a worker. Why are you unhappy? Fire's common cold. Okay. So it might not be a bad idea to get my hands on another doctor. Like medical bench thing. Where to put it though? You know what? People aren't really using these bunk beds that much. I'm gonna just put it out here. So let's run some power this direction. But yeah, we'll get these recycled, and we'll put another thing in here because I guess people are getting sick. But this way we can work on whatever dread diseases are currently going through the population. Unfortunately, there's ore in the way. And until I build more storage, we can't put it there. Alright, fine. Screw it. We don't need to. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're just going to put it next to the other medical bench. Okay. Why not, right? Oh, right, because we cleared that thing up. Maybe I do actually need to build that storage. Except for I don't need the storage. Oh, and I really wish you could just, like, move it or something. I don't know. Well, we have more babies. Let's see. Let's take a look at the new batch. So, we've got an engineer, 2 workers. People are happy again, but yeah, we need hella science. So let's get some scientists up in here. We also need them to finish this, otherwise we're gonna have issues soon. Okay. So I guess let's give up the ghost. We don't need the storage, but I guess we need the storage. Cause yeah, wow. Yeah, we really don't need that many beds in this game. Like bunk beds kind of solve the problem. So yeah, let's just get a building material storage here. We're getting some deaths, but this way, maybe they'll finally clean up the mess. Looks like this thing's going again. I'm going to disable this for a second in hopes somebody will clean that up. Please. And thank you. Actually, I'm running critically low on janitors here, so let's boost that up a little bit. Yeah, there's our last doctor about to go, which kind of sucks. Okay, so they cleaned it up. Let's turn the refinery back on. We've got enough engineers, right? Yes. Okay. We're running low, a little low on people. These kids will solve issues, though. Everything is breaking. Seriously, one of these workers really needs to fill in this floor. There we go. Okay. So let's get residential zone, infirmary. Because getting 2 of them, I guess, is a good plan here. Okay. Obviously, we need more doctors, but still. I'm glad you don't have to dedicate specific rooms to things. Of course, that does make this kind of like this weird, bizarro colony system, but whatever. Okay. 20% on the kids. Yeah, we definitely need to up our population here a little bit. I let it drop because I wasn't paying attention. I actually kind of wish the population thing would have a little progress bar on it so I could see the kids coming in and out. But I think we're okay. Alright. I think we just had a bunch of people age up. So we get scientist, cook, engineer. Interesting. So, picking one of these roles guarantees that they get it, but it doesn't guarantee how many other roles they'll get there. Okay, well, we've got a couple scientists on the way. What else will we need? Farmers. So I'm gonna make 2 farmer babies and 1 just wild card. Hopefully that'll be okay. Because, yeah, the faster I can get my population back up, the better. Now, these 2 are complete. Like, completely dry. Can we live for the next while? Can I live for the next while without buying anything else? Very possibly, actually. Like, it doesn't cost resources to, it doesn't cost resources to make kids, which is really nice. I think I'd be much more pressed into expanding if that was the case. I got a lot of retirees. Luckily, they're dying off in droves. Every 2 days. Every 2 days. Okay. Looks like it's 2 cycles to grow a kid here. I make another one of the incubators, but I don't think I really need it. As long as I pay attention, we'll get our population back up pretty fast. Just leave it. 3 kids every 2 days. They live to be 16. Yeah, so my population, as long as I don't, like, neglect this thing, my population will even out somewhere around 24 people, which is fine. We've more than got the resources for that. Looks like people are sick. Unfortunately, we've only got 1 scientist. You know, I'm gonna turn off the research bench for a while. I don't need that right now. Okay. Because we need a medic. So what are you up to? Oh, do we have another research bench? Stop that. There we go. I just realized I have 2 research stations, but honestly I've got 4,000 research. I do not need that at all. Let's see, how many janitors do we have? A couple. You know what, I'm gonna switch you to janitorial duties for the time being. And looks like we're gonna have a couple more kids very shortly. But yeah, this way we can start working on getting some things cured here. And you know what? Seeing as we've got such a high surplus of food, let's increase these. Let's just go with 3 rando babies for the time being. But yeah, we might as well increase the ingredients that we're using here. We're at that high of an output. In fact, let's just throw it at 4. I don't entirely know what 4 necessarily does. It's like 40% food bonus, but I have no idea what that means. If that's like mood or whatever, but still. Okay, so we've got our population back up to 24. So that's good. And I think I'm just going to keep it as such. I could build another incubator and go higher, but it just doesn't seem worthwhile. Okay, so we get 2 scientists and a farmer. Because, yeah, my farming population's starting to age out. And I can technically switch one of these other ones into being a farmer once Patrick Johnson. Actually, yeah, let's have these 2 as farmers for the time being. Yeah. Well, we've got just about 10 days left, so why don't we get up to cycle 40 and then end this episode, but we've got 10 days left, and I don't see things collapsing like they have been in the past. So, on the last episode, I asked people what they thought about continuing this series, and I'm probably going to let it drop off once we beat this run. Wait for development to, like, progress a little bit and whatever. Let the game come out. It hasn't even come out yet. Maybe I'll go back and play some Banished or Rimworld or something like that. I wonder if there's like a co-op mod for either of those games, because that would be really fun, playing with somebody else. Then again, trying to get somebody else to play any game with you for an extended period of time is always kind of a pain in the ass. Look at how this guy is just contemplating the entrance. It's like, I wonder if I could go out there yet. I'm actually kind of surprised that you don't have, like, I don't know. I would love to see this game get as deep as Dwarf Fortress, so you have, like, insane people of every once in a while trying to go out and colonize the surface. I mean, hell, I actually think it would be really interesting if it wasn't just, like, a sheer waiting game, that you could technically go out to the surface at any time. It almost becomes, like, kind of the Fallout Vault Simulator, where, God, that would be awesome, actually. If you could, I know technically there was the mobile game, but whatever. But, like, technically there'd be raiders, and you'd have to, like, secure the outside. Or you could just never go to the outside and try and be completely self-sufficient. But, you know, maybe people would start picking up mutations. But you could start trading with people. Or even, like, possibly intermingle the 2 populations for various effects. I think that would be really interesting. Of course, I doubt it's ever going to get that deep. But it'd be cool. It'd be real cool. So, I said I was going to stop at cycle 40, and here we are. So, things are looking good. Things are looking real good. Obviously, you know, I've got to make sure my population doesn't drop off, and obviously, I've got to make sure we don't run out of critical roles. We've currently only got 1 cook, which is a little bit disconcerting. We're in the awkward stage, where we have just as many retirees and babies as we do. Actually, I think we'll always be in that stage. But yeah, I missed a generation here. There was a gap of 4 days where I didn't make any kids, which must have been at the beginning of this episode here. That's rough business. We'll be okay. There we go. Okay, so we get some more farmers. I'll switch you back to science. I'll keep you on science, switch you to farming, keep you on janitorial. There we go. Yeah, we'll be okay. I missed a generation there, and that hurts. So, as I was saying, I will see you guys in the next episode of Life in Bunker. And as always, thanks for watching.